So, who really runs New York when the kingpins start playing chess with live bullets? Because if you thought Tommy and Tariq were just making moves, think again. This war is about to rewrite the rules, burn old alliances, and leave a whole lot of bodies in the streets. Ready to watch them tear the city apart? Power Legacy's Episode 10. Trailer doesn't waste a second reminding you that the game is officially on. And the stakes? Higher than ever. Tommy and Tariq aren't just fighting for turf or respect anymore. Nah, they're battling for the entire damn city. And trust me, New York has never looked so raw, so brutal, or so ready for war. Right out the gate, you get that icy stare from Tommy Egan, the same man who once ruled Chicago's chaos, but now brings that fury back to New York like a storm about to drown the whole skyline. His moves are no longer about survival, they're about domination. And you can tell he's playing a deeper game, one where loyalty is currency and betrayal is the deadliest tax. And then there's Tariq, the college kid turned ruthless player who's dropped the books and picked up the pieces of his family's shattered empire. Tariq's not the same scared kid from seasons past. He's sharper, colder, and itching to prove he's the future. But here's the kicker. Is he ready to stand shoulder to shoulder with Tommy? Because these two, their alliance is like a powder keg ready to blow at the slightest spark. And oh, trust me, sparks are flying. What really gets your blood pumping in this trailer is the way it teases the tension simmering beneath the surface. Tommy and Tariq might be partners now, but the weight of their past mistakes, grudges, and secrets is like a ticking time bomb. Who's really calling the shots? Is Tommy still the king, or is Tariq the new power-hungry wolf in the city's pack? And what happens when two alpha dogs fight over the same bone? The trailer doesn't just stop at their conflict, it throws shadows of new enemies. And not the usual suspects. We're talking about ruthless players who don't just play dirty, they rewrite the whole game. Mafia ties getting tighter, new players from the underground coming out of nowhere, and a few familiar faces who remind us that in this city, no one's ever really safe. Oh, and did you catch the quick shot of that high-rise boardroom? The one where someone's pulling strings behind polished desks while the streets burn? Yeah, this war isn't just in alleyways or warehouses anymore. It's in the glass towers too, where power is just as deadly and just as dirty. And speaking of dirty, Tommy's got something new in his pocket this time, something that could either save him or bury him deeper in this mess. But what is it, and why does Tariq look like he's questioning every move Tommy makes? Is it paranoia or something bigger brewing under the surface? As if that wasn't enough, the trailer hints at a family drama that's about to blow the whole empire apart. We see quick flashes of scared faces, whispered threats, and a baby that's suddenly way more important than anyone expected. Because in this world, family isn't just blood, it's leverage, weakness, and sometimes the deadliest weapon of all. So, the question hanging over this whole episode is simple but chilling. When the war for New York's throne turns personal, who's left standing? And who's just a pawn in a game way bigger than they imagined? Power Legacy Episode 10 trailer doesn't just tease a turf war, it screams a full-blown, no-holds-barred New York showdown where Tommy and Tariq are both kingmakers and potential casualties. You can feel it in the way the trailer lingers on their faces, calm on the surface, but beneath, pure simmering chaos. The city's veins pulse with tension, and these two aren't just playing for scraps anymore. No, this is a brutal power grab, a chess match with real blood on the board. It's the kind of war where friends become enemies overnight and enemies become your worst nightmare. The first thing you notice is Tommy's transformation from the scrappy street kid trying to survive to a man who's learned that in New York, power isn't given. It's taken by any means necessary. He's striding through the city streets with a cold, calculating stare that says, "I've been through hell, and now I'm bringing hell right back to you." But what's truly fascinating is how this version of Tommy isn't just out for revenge. He's on a mission to rewrite the rules. Loyalty, sure it matters, but only if it serves the empire. Betrayal? It's inevitable, and he's already 10 steps ahead. Then there's Tariq, the young kingpin who's traded the classroom for the cold concrete jungle. He's not the naive kid watching from the sidelines anymore. Tariq's got scars, smarts, and a ruthless streak that sometimes makes you wonder if he's trying to out-Tommy. His ambition is clear, to carve out his own legacy in a city that doesn't tolerate weakness. But here's the real question. Can these two volatile forces actually coexist? Because the trailer makes one thing crystal clear: their partnership is as fragile as glass and twice as dangerous. Every scene that shows them together crackles with unspoken tension, like two predators sizing each other up before the inevitable clash. You can almost hear the unasked question hanging in the air: who will be left standing when the dust settles? And just when you think it's all about Tommy and Tariq, the trailer reminds you that power in New York is never a two-man game. The underworld is shifting, alliances are breaking, and old enemies are circling like vultures waiting for a sign of weakness. The trailer flashes glimpses of faces we haven't seen before, new players who aren't here to negotiate but to dominate. The Italian mafia isn't just lurking in the background anymore, they're making moves that could tip the balance of power. The Chinese triads are stepping up, bringing a level of violence and strategy that raises the stakes exponentially. And lurking somewhere in the shadows are familiar faces from the original Power saga, their loyalties and motives as mysterious as ever. This isn't just a turf war, it's a full-scale war for the soul of the city, and every player knows that a single misstep could mean the end. But wait, the intrigue doesn't stop there. The trailer drops hints about the corporate game happening behind the scenes, and it's as ruthless as anything going down on the streets. We see shots of sleek boardrooms and expensive suits, reminding us that money talks and influence can be just as deadly as a loaded gun. There's a new character, a shadowy figure with a penchant for manipulation whose presence promises to complicate things for Tommy and Tariq in ways we can't even predict. This isn't just about muscle anymore, it's about brain strategy and playing the long game. Meanwhile, Tommy's got a new secret weapon. Or at least that's what the trailer wants us to think. There's a scene where he holds a mysterious briefcase, and you can bet that whatever's inside could either secure his reign or spark a war he can't win. Tariq, however, isn't sold. You see it in the way he watches Tommy, the flicker of doubt in his eyes that says, "Are you sure we're on the same side?" Their interactions feel less like allies and more like two kings waiting for the other to blink first. And if one thing's for sure, neither of them is about to back down. The tension isn't just professional, it's personal. Family ties come with their own kind of baggage in Power Legacy, and the trailer wastes no time showing us just how high the personal stakes are. Quick shots of Maria looking over her shoulder, terrified, whispering about threats coming for the baby, remind us that this war isn't just about empires, it's about survival and legacy. Tommy's newfound role as a father brings a vulnerability we haven't seen before, a soft spot that could be exploited or could fuel his fire to protect what's his. And don't think for a second that the baby is just a prop, it's a game changer. In this brutal world, family isn't just blood, it's power, leverage, and sometimes the only reason to keep fighting when the rest of the city wants to see you fall. On the other hand, the dynamic between Tariq and D-Mac adds another layer of complexity to this brewing storm. D-Mac's loyalty to Tommy is rock solid, but Tariq's growing influence means that the lines of allegiance are blurring. The trailer shows moments where the two men work side by side, but there's an underlying question: who's really in charge? Tariq's ambition could threaten D-Mac's place in the hierarchy, and that's a powder keg waiting to explode. The tension between loyalty and ambition, between old guard and new blood, drives the narrative forward with a relentless energy that's impossible to ignore. And just when you think the trailer has given you all it can, it throws a curveball with the reappearance of Davis McLean. This slick, sharp lawyer isn't just a legal shield, he's a wild card. His calm demeanor hides a man who's playing his own game, and the trailer's subtle hint of his in but out if things go south attitude raises questions about where his true loyalties lie. Can Tommy and Tariq trust him, or is Davis just waiting for the right moment to cash in? The deeper you dive into this trailer, the more it becomes clear that every alliance in Power Legacy is layered with secrets and double crosses. In a city where everyone has a price and no one is untouchable, trust is the rarest commodity of all. The trailer masterfully sets the stage for a season finale that promises not just explosions and gunfights, but emotional betrayals and shocking twists. You're left wondering, when the dust finally settles on this New York war, who will be the last one standing, and who will be left wondering what hit them. So, the burning question that lingers as this trailer fades out is, in a city where power is survival, and survival means making impossible choices, how far will Tommy and Tariq go before they destroy everything and everyone they claim to care about. As the trailer for Power Legacy Episode 10 unfolds, the heat between Tommy and Tariq doesn't just simmer, it boils over, and the city feels every degree of that rising tension. This isn't some casual turf dispute anymore. This is a full-scale war with casualties guaranteed. The stakes? Everything. The empire they're both desperate to control isn't just a collection of street corners or drug deals, it's the soul of New York itself. You can practically hear the city holding its breath, waiting to see which one of them will crack first, or better yet, who'll be smart enough to crush the other before they get crushed. But here's the thing, neither Tommy nor Tariq plays by the old rules anymore. This isn't about brute force alone. This is a chess match where every move is calculated and every alliance is a double-edged sword. The trailer teases that while Tommy still embodies that raw, unfiltered street power that made him infamous, Tariq brings a new kind of cold calculation, the kind born from survival and sharpened by betrayal. It's a clash of generations of old-school muscle versus new-school mind games, and the city itself feels the friction. And speaking of friction, the way the trailer hints at the crumbling trust between these two is nothing short of electric. Moments where they exchange looks loaded with suspicion make you wonder if their partnership is one step away from implosion. Are they really united against a common enemy, or is it just a matter of time before one backstabs the other? Because let's be honest, in this game, loyalty is more fragile than glass and twice as likely to shatter at the worst possible moment. But what really raises the stakes is the way the trailer weaves in the looming threat of their enemies. The old rivals, the mafias, the triads, they're not just sitting back watching. No, they're circling, sharpening their knives, and ready to pounce the moment Tommy and Tariq show any sign of weakness. The trailer throws quick glimpses of gunmen, suited figures in shadowy boardrooms, and whispered threats that remind us this war is bigger than just two men. It's a full ecosystem of violence, politics, and greed, all feeding off each other in a dangerous cycle. And that's the real pulse of Power Legacy. It's not just about who pulls the trigger, but who pulls the strings. Then there is the personal side of this war, which the trailer doesn't shy away from. Family isn't just background noise, it's the fuel that powers these characters' moves and the ticking clock that threatens to blow up everything. We see flashes of Maria, worried and on edge, hinting that the war isn't just in the streets, it's inside the walls of their homes. The baby isn't just a plot device, it's a symbol of hope, vulnerability, and the very thing that could undo Tommy if his enemies figure out how to use it against him. And Tariq, he's not just battling external enemies. The trailer hints at internal demons, the ghosts of his past decisions haunting every step he takes. His gaze is haunted, the weight of his choices pressing down like a noose. You get the sense that Tariq's ambition might be his biggest weakness, that in his quest for power, he might be losing himself. And speaking of losing themselves, the tension between Tariq and D-Mac adds another delicious layer to this chaotic stew. D-Mac's loyalty to Tommy is unquestionable, but Tariq's rise threatens that balance. The trailer captures moments where D-Mac's loyalty is tested, where the lines between friend and foe blur. It's a simmering storm of jealousy, respect, and the desperate struggle for control. This dynamic crackles with unspoken challenges and the ever-present question, who really holds the power? Meanwhile, the trailer drops subtle but powerful hints about the legal game being played behind the scenes, where Davis McLean steps in like a slick shadow ready to manipulate the rules. His role is crucial. He's the sharp legal mind ensuring Tommy and Tariq can operate with a veneer of legitimacy. But the trailer teases his true motives with that line, "I'm in, but if this goes south, I'm out." It's a reminder that even the smartest players in this game have limits, and Davis might be the wild card that changes everything or collapses the whole empire if he flips. And let's not forget the broader landscape of this war. The trailer doesn't just focus on the main players, it hints at a shifting underworld where old alliances are fragile, new enemies emerge, and the lines between friend and foe are razor thin. There's a growing sense that the power struggles we're witnessing are just the tip of the iceberg. Beneath the surface lies a network of betrayals, shifting loyalties, and secret deals that could tear the city apart. or forge a new order. You can almost hear the city itself whispering warnings, trust no one. The trailer's pacing, with its quick cuts between tense confrontations and quiet moments of reflection, reminds us that in Power Legacy, power isn't just about force, it's about survival, strategy, and the painful choices that define who you become. As the trailer closes, it leaves you with that burning question. In a city where every move can be your last, where does loyalty end and betrayal begin? And more importantly, when Tommy and Tariq's war finally explodes, who's going to be left holding the pieces and who's going to be crushed under the weight of their ambition? Power Legacy Episode 10's trailer doesn't just set the stage for a war, it drags us headfirst into the brutal chaos of what happens when power and family collide in a city that devours both without mercy. You can feel the atmosphere thick with danger as Tommy and Tariq's alliance starts to fray under the pressure of their ambition and the relentless forces trying to tear them apart. What's most gripping here isn't just the gunfire or the deals made in shadowy backrooms, it's the emotional battlefield where trust, betrayal, and survival are the only currencies that matter. The trailer paints a vivid picture of Tommy Egan, no longer the lone wolf, but a man with a family that could be his salvation or his undoing. The glimpses of Maria, haunted and desperate, carrying the weight of protecting their child in a world where enemies lurk in every corner, adds a layer of urgency and vulnerability we haven't seen before. It's a dangerous game because in Power Legacy, having a family isn't just about love, it's about having a target on your back. Tommy's internal struggle is palpable. His eyes reveal a man torn between the violence he's known all his life and the hope that maybe, just maybe, there's a legacy worth more than bloodshed. But as the trailer hints, that hope is fragile and the city doesn't forgive weakness. On the other side, Tariq's transformation is equally compelling. The kid who once danced on the edge of danger is now fully immersed in it, wearing his scars like armor. But the trailer suggests that the weight of his choices is catching up with him. His steely gaze hides a storm of doubt and regret, hinting that ambition alone might not be enough to survive the war ahead. Their partnership is laced with tension, like a powder keg waiting to ignite. Every shared glance and whispered conversation is loaded with suspicion, and the trailer cleverly keeps you guessing. Are they allies, enemies, or something dangerously in between? The stakes rise even higher as the trailer pulls back the curtain on the bigger game at play. It's not just about street wars anymore. The introduction of shadowy figures in boardrooms reminds us that power isn't just seized with fists or guns, it's wielded in courtrooms, corporate offices, and political back channels. Davis MacLean's presence as the legal shield adds a layer of strategy and uncertainty. His loyalties are ambiguous, and the trailer's subtle hint at his willingness to bail if things get too hot leaves you wondering if he's a guardian angel or a ticking time bomb. Meanwhile, the Underworld's other players make their moves. The Italian mafia, Chinese triads, and remnants of the original power crew emerge from the shadows, each with their own agendas and blood debts. The city feels like a pressure cooker about to explode, with alliances shifting and enemies multiplying. The tension between D-Mac and Tariq adds even more complexity. D-Mac's loyalty to Tommy is unwavering, but Tariq's rise threatens that balance. The trailer hints at growing friction as power dynamics shift, loyalty is tested, and the line between friend and foe blurs. This internal conflict is as dangerous as any external threat, because in Power Legacy, the biggest battles are often fought within. As the trailer races toward its climax, it leaves you with one question echoing in your mind. When the war for New York's crown reaches its boiling point, who will have the strength to hold it, and who will be consumed by the very empire that they fought to build? Because in this city, power is both a prize and a poison, and the cost of winning might just be losing everything that matters. The stage is set, the players are ready, and the war has begun. Are you ready to watch New York burn?